Hey friends, welcome back to Urban Roots and Remedies. So this is officially my second video so far, and I had a bunch of footage already recorded previously from spring and summer on a syrup that I made in the spring, and I made this from pine cones. And so I thought I'd put together a video for you. It's going to be a pretty short one. Just some clips and a few little video clips on how I made this syrup. And maybe this spring, when they start producing again, I'll do a more elaborate video for you, showing you like every step of it and having more video clips and stuff in there too. But right now I'll show you what I have, and I'll just briefly touch on what Mugolio is. I mean, you can do so much research on Google, obviously, or YouTube University. That's where I learned how to make it and stuff. So there's so much information out there, but a lot of people haven't heard of Mugolio or have no idea what it is. But I'll show you the consistency. I have it half gone already. I have a little bit left in my fridge. I had like 24 of these jars, and they all sold on Etsy. It's very popular stuff. This is a delicacy that, I don't know if you could see that. Oh, I wish you could smell it. It smells amazing. But this stems from European countries, typically like Italy and the Mediterranean. And it's from pine cones. Can you see, like, when you see the videos that I post in a few seconds or a few minutes, you'll see the pine cones that I used and how I put it together and stuff like that. And in the video, it looks runny because it's on the stove and it's cooking down, but obviously as it cools down, and I put mine in the fridge, you don't necessarily have to, but I stick mine in the fridge and it just gets so thick, like a syrup. And so there are phytoncides. I'm probably botched that, but that is an organic compound that is in the pine cones, and it acts as like an antibiotic, and it helps with, like, you know, keeping infections away. Some other things that's in there. There's a lot of vitamin C in here. There's vitamin A. There's a lot of the vitamins and minerals are in pine cones, especially C. It's very good for giving you antioxidants and building up your immune system and stuff like that. It also helps with digestion, and if you have anything like gastritis or ulcers, it helps alleviate the pain and take the inflammation away from any like gut issues that you may be having. And pine is just, it's so good to use this time of the year because of all the like sickness and stuff that's going around. There's a lot of like essential oils in here that help to, like I said, build up the immune system, and it keeps a lot of the stuff that's going around, like the cold and the flus, away. So those are just a few of the benefits that it has. I will link some more things if I can think of anything else down in the comments section if you want to learn more about the health benefits of the pine. And lastly, I just want to give you a few ways that you can use this syrup because so many people are unfamiliar with it. Like, obviously it's syrup, so you can use it any way that you use, like a maple syrup or any kind of syrup that you would use for like pancakes, waffles, that kind of thing. But some people will take and drizzle this like on their ice cream and their yogurt, in their oatmeal. A lot of people will put like a spoonful of this in their teas and coffee. So there's so many different ways that you can use it, and it's just like maple syrup. Maple syrup is a plant. It comes from a tree. So there are medicinal properties to maple syrup as well. So just like this with the pine, because there's so many medicinal properties in here, some people, when they're feeling sick, like if you feel like a sore throat coming on, or you're like, oh man, maybe I'm getting a cold or something because I feel kind of congested, or, you know, like those first symptoms that you might get when you're feeling sick and you think you might be coming down right away. Or if you're in the thick of it and you're coughing and, you know, having congestion issues, the pine is great for that. So some people will just take a spoon of this and use it as a medicine like you would if you were to buy something over the counter at the store. You can use this as well to help with coughs and congestion and stuff as well. If you don't want to take it by itself because it is pretty sweet like a syrup, then like I said, you can take a spoon of it and throw it in like your coffee or your hot tea. So that's all I have about Mugolio for today. And like I said, when I get more information in the spring or more videos in the spring, when I start making my next batch of this, I will make more footage and have a longer video explaining step by step how to make this and showing you guys then. But in the meantime, here are a few things that I have from previous. Okay, so I had these 4 big canning jars and then those 2 small canning jars full of pine to make Mugolio that I've had sitting for over 2 months. We started it in, well, June. Actually, probably about 3 months. So I have that cooking right now. It smells amazing and it tastes so good. You can actually taste the pine in it. This is the, I think it's Western White Pine, or yeah, Western White Pine. Smells good. So I'm going to give the jars a bath, get them all sanitized and hot. And then once this is done cooking, I'll put them in the jars. And I also made labels for them on Canva. So I just want this to get a little bit thicker. So I'm gonna let this cook down for a bit and then get the jars ready, and I'll come back and show you what it looks like when I get them all bottled up. Okay, so I stuck it in a bigger pot, just kind of combined it in here. Still trying to cook it down a little bit, but wanted to show you the jars. I got these from Amazon and they're 6 ounces with lids. So I'm just gonna strain it and then put them in the jars and flip the jars upside down, and that will help to seal it. So I'm not gonna boil these. You can if you want, but the pine is extremely high in vitamin C. So that's why I'm cooking this low and slow, because I don't want to cook all the vitamin C out of it. So that's why I'm just going to do the method that I've seen other people use, and that's just flipping it upside down instead of giving a water bath and having it be immersed in even more hot water, because that heat will kill a lot of the vitamin C in there. So that's how I'm doing this. As soon as this gets done and I start straining it, I will come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so I have this cooked down. It is going to be really runny now, but as it cools down, it will thicken up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to strain this into, I have a glass here. I do have another strainer there. And then I'm also using this nut bag just because I tried straining a little bit with just the strainer and there was still like some small chunks that went in there. So just to be safe, I'm using my nut bag here. It's a little stained up, well used, but it's clean. And I'm going to strain this in here, and then I'm going to stick them in their jars. And just a word of caution. You might want to clean your mess up right away with this stuff, because if you let it get hard, it is crazy to get out because of the pine resin. So I try to wipe up right away the counter mess. So, okay, I can't do this one-handed, so I'm gonna finish this and then I'll show you the end result.